When Pigs Fly by Valarie Coulman, pictures by Roge. Welcome to Storytime with Miss Suzanne. Let's start a reading adventure together. This book is dedicated to my brother Pierre, who taught me that to draw is to fly, RG, and to my family who never doubted that pigs could fly, VC. Welcome to our story, When Pigs Fly, story by Valarie Coulman and pictures by Roge. Let's start our reading adventure, my friends, with some pigs. In a meadow near the city lived a cow named Ralph. Hey, that's not a pig. It's a cow. And he's in a tree dreaming of a bicycle. Did you know cows could climb trees? I did not, but he did not use his hooves. He used a ladder. Ralph wanted his dad to buy him a bicycle. But Ralph, his dad said, cows don't ride bicycles. Not yet they don't, Ralph replied. Ralph asked and asked and asked his dad for a bike, but his dad said no, N-O, and no, and no, N-O. Finally, he said, "Okay, Ralph, I'll buy you a bike. When pigs fly." Oh, look at that. I wonder why the dad said, "When pigs fly, I'll buy you a bike." Ralph thought about that. Then one day, while playing with some friends, he had an idea. But first, he had to learn how to fly a helicopter. What? A helicopter? Look at how windy it is. The pig is trying to fly a kite, but now the pig is flying through the air. Oh, wow. I wonder what flying a helicopter has to do with that. "Why do you want to fly a helicopter, Ralph?" asked his friend Morris. "Cows don't fly." "Not yet they don't," said Ralph. Morris looked puzzled. I'm a little puzzled too. Ralph explained. "My dad said he'd buy me a bike when pigs fly." "But Ralph," Morris said, "pigs don't fly." "Not yet they don't," said Ralph. I think Ralph has a plan. Morris looked even more puzzled. Ralph laughed. "If I learn to fly a helicopter," he says, "I can take some pigs for a ride. Then I can have a bike." "Ralph," Morris said, "cows don't ride bikes." "Not yet they don't," said Ralph. Wow, Ralph is very determined. The next day, Ralph went to the airport. He saw a woman loading suitcases onto an airplane. "Excuse me," said Ralph, "is there someone here who can teach me how to fly a helicopter?" Millie looked a little surprised. Bill can," she said, "but cows don't fly helicopters." "Not yet they don't." Ralph smiled. Ralph went to see Bill. "Why do you want to learn to fly a helicopter?" Bill asked. "When I learn to fly a helicopter, I can take some pigs for a ride," Ralph explained. "My dad said that when pigs fly, I can have a bike." "Ralph," said Bike, "do you know that cows don't ride bicycles?" "Not yet they don't," said Ralph. Ralph is still very determined. Every day that week, Bill showed Ralph how to fly a helicopter. What the helicopter itself, he has to show him what the different parts do. Then he has to show them the gauges inside so that he knows what to press. And then he has to show him how do you get in and buckle up safely because you have to be safe, right? And then he's going to take him up so that he gets a feel of what it feels like because it's cool to ride in a helicopter, and how to do a loop-de-loop. And do not open the door of the airplane because that would be very, very, very not good. Ralph learned to fly up and down and backwards and forwards. He even learned to fly in circles. I don't think I would enjoy flying in circles. Would you, boys and girls? I don't think so. It was a very exciting week for Ralph. Sometimes it was exciting for Bill, too. I think when they went into town, that's when it was a little exciting for Bill because there's lots of things that Ralph could bump into in the helicopter. But look at everybody watching a cow fly a helicopter. I think I would stop and watch too, my friends. Yes, I would. As soon as his lessons were finished, Ralph went to see his friends Julia and Margaret. Can I take you for a helicopter ride? He asked. Julia's eyes opened wide. Margaret's mouth opened wide. But Ralph, they said, we're pigs. Pigs don't fly. And what does Ralph say? Not yet they don't, answered Ralph. The very next morning, Ralph took Julia and Margaret for a ride in a helicopter. The circles made Julia a little dizzy, and Margaret liked going up better than down, but they both had fun. Look at them all smiling. Oh, is that Ralph's dad down there watching pigs fly? Let's find out if Ralph's dad saw them. When the helicopter landed, Ralph said thank you to Julia and Margaret. I have to get home, he said. My dad is going to buy me a bike. And why is his dad going to buy him a bike? Because pigs were flying. A bike? Said Margaret, but Ralph was already gone. Ralph, Julia called after him. Cows don't ride bikes. And his answer came back to them. Not yet they don't. And there is Ralph with his bike, and he has learned how to ride it. I figured if he could learn how to ride a helicopter, he can definitely learn how to ride a bike, right, my friends? Look at that. The end. There goes Ralph and a pig learning to fly a helicopter. Thank you for joining me today, my friends, as we read When Pigs Fly. And I love this book because Ralph shows us that when he wanted to try something new, he did not give up. And that was very, very, very brave and determined of him. Plus, he found a way to make it happen. And sometimes we just have to stop and think, and then we can make awesome things happen. I hope everyone has a great day and they learn something new and try something new. I'll see you next time on Storytime with Miss Suzanne. Goodbye, my friends.